Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Mariah and this is Woolen Words. Today I have another podcast for you guys and I'm really excited because even though we've been really busy packing and moving, I actually managed to finish something. So let's hop right into my finished objects. I have one today. It is my fern top that I crocheted. Now, I don't know if you can tell, but I have not blocked this. This is acrylic yarn, so I am going to make a video showing how I have found is best to block acrylic yarn, but I did finish it and I wanted to show you guys. So this was the fern crop top. I will show all of the pattern information on screen, and the yarn is the Lions brand Mandala in Warlock. Which I really love the colors. There was a couple of colors that I cut out just for the sake of not ending on a color I didn't like. So I think there was like a gray and a yellow that I cut out of here, but then I just went to this turquoise and I finished with the red color that I started with. I will try this on as well and show you guys what it looks like on. It is definitely see-through, and the pattern does call you to put some sort of like mesh fabric behind it or some sort of like paneling behind it so that it's not see-through when you wear it. But for now I have lots of crop tops that are the same shape. I'll probably wear that until I can bust out my sewing machine and actually sew a backing on this. That's what it's called, a backing. Again, in the process of moving, things are a little hectic, but I did finish an object and I was really happy with this. Like I have told you guys before, I crochet a lot faster than I knit, so I think this was a quick, easy project for me and I really enjoyed it. It's a super fun pattern. I love the front post crochet that you do. It's such a fun detail and it keeps it interesting, makes it go by fast. I really had a lot of fun working up this pattern, and it is a great pattern. It's very clear, everything is well written, so I highly recommend if you crochet as well. Now we will move on to my works in progress. I have 3 that I have with me. Again, everything else, if you didn't see my last like organizing video, my packing video, I packed everything. My yarn, my projects, my thread, everything. So I only have 3 whips and then this that I finished. So I will show you this first one, which I did make some progress on. So here is my herringbone sock. Again, it is crochet, so this is going fairly quickly. I actually haven't worked on it in like a week or so, but I am working on the heel flap. And it's interesting, I've never crocheted a pair of socks before, so this is a first for me, and I've never knit a complete pair of socks toe up. I've only done cuff down, so this is new on all accounts for me. So it's really interesting the difference between a crochet sock and a knit sock, but I love this pattern because the stitch is a half herringbone double crochet. Yes, I believe that's what it is. A herringbone half double crochet, one of the two. It's a herringbone stitch and it's half double crochet. But it's so fun because it's flat on the inside. All the texture is on the outside, so your foot isn't going to be stepping on all of the crochet texture. So I'm excited for that, but we will see how much further I get. I'm also playing a little bit of yarn chicken with this one because I have this much left, not a lot. It is just this little tuft of yarn left in here, and then I have one more tiny ball of yarn here. So what I might end up doing is starting the other sock before I finish this one so that I can make them ankle socks if I have to, or, you know, even them out, make them equal with how much yarn I have, because I did not have another similar color to pair with this one to make it even like a design or something. So again, we'll see if I win yarn chicken with this, but again, they're toe up socks, so that is working to my advantage at least. For this sock, the yarn that I'm using is Chaos Fiber. I believe it's Chaos Fiber yarn, but it is their sock yarn in denim. I got it at DFW Fiber Fest last year, 2022, and I just got little mini hanks of it, so that's why I only have a very little amount. Okay, I have a couple more whips to show you guys. This one, I did make a little tiny bit of progress. I haven't done much. It has been a wild few weeks, and I did not get very far, but I am still working on my Soundstone poncho. Now, I absolutely love this so far. It has been so fun to work up. I love all of the texture. It's a lot of new stuff for me in knitting, but I'm starting to transition the colors. So this dark blue color is gonna become the neck. So I am starting to follow the pattern for a color transition, which is kind of alternating rows until you eventually have more of the new color than you do the first color. Probably pretty basic if you've done it before, but for me it's just a new thing, so I'm having to take my time and really keep track of the rows that I'm doing. Again, loving it. I think it's so fun. I have a couple little stitch markers in here to help me keep track of my rows. And then this one, I think, was the spot that I was in the last time I made a podcast. Maybe. It might have been the previous one, like 2 podcasts ago. I'm having a lot of fun. It's slow going, but this yarn is amazing. It's Destination Yarns. I've talked about it 1.5 million times by now. It's so soft. It's so fun. The colors are so gorgeous. I love it so much. How many times can I say so? But yes, we'll get to working on that more soon. But the other work in progress that I have is the hummingbird sweater. So this one we all know and love, I hope. We definitely all know about it, that's for sure. But I am working on the second sleeve, and I'm honestly not sure what I showed you last time. It probably was this. I have not touched it in so long. I do have my little stitch marker here just to help me keep track of the right side, wrong side. And soon I think I'm at the point where I need to start the color work for the sleeve. So this is the second sleeve. After that, I just have the collar and oh my gosh, is that it? I think that might be it. After this, I think I just have the collar, and then the sweater will be almost done. I'll have to do my duplicate stitch color work to finish the hummingbirds. But other than that, this sweater is finally making good progress, and I'm determined to get it done soon. I really am. And I know I've been saying that since I started this YouTube channel. But it is making its way. Again, I'm a slow knitter, and since I learned crochet first, I'm a lot faster. Knitting, I still have to like double check myself a lot of the times. I'm slow going, but we are making progress, and I'm okay with that. And of course, for this sweater, the yarn that I'm using is Brooklyn Tweed Pieri. It is 100% wool. It is not superwash, I believe, and I have about 6 or 7 colors total for the hummingbird sweater. This one is called Vintner. It is a really pretty like brick maroon red, gorgeous. I love it. And if you want to see all of the rest of the colors, you can head over to my Ravelry and see all of the details. I've been trying to take really good notes as I knit this sweater, but then also, if you want to, you can watch all of my previous podcasts, especially my first like 2 or 3, I really go into depth about the yarn for this sweater and every single color, and I show you guys. So definitely check that out if you want to know all of the colors. As far as books go, again, not a lot of progress. I made it a little bit further in The Sun and Its Shade. It is the second book in the Night and Its Moon trilogy. So I am so far loving it. It's a really easy, cozy read. That's how I've been describing those books. They're fantasy and I really like them. They're just cozy. The other book that I am reading, but I have not touched it in a really long time, is The Atlas Paradox. It is also the second book in the Atlas 6 series. It's the most recent book in that series as well. So I really enjoy it. And I have enjoyed it, but I have not read it recently. I've been on a little bit of a reading slump, I guess, but we've been too busy. We've been moving around like crazy, and I'll explain a little bit more at the end. Guys, stick around for the life portion to find out all of the details, but yes, not a lot of time for reading. However, I have found myself writing a little bit more poetry recently. I finished a few, maybe a handful of poems this past week, and I've been having a lot of fun writing poetry again. It comes and goes. I feel like with every art form or every hobby, you go through times where you're just like constantly making and creating, and then there'll be times where it's not as often. Just a little time off where you need to recharge, I guess. So yes, I'm still polishing those poems though, so I didn't want to share them yet because I don't think they're quite where I want them to be yet, but I'm still working on them a little bit. I also have been listening to a lot of Phoebe Bridgers, which her songs are just so good, and also they're so thought-provoking and like intense that I am obsessed, and recently that's like all I've been wanting to listen to. Next we're gonna move on to acquisitions, and I totally forgot to grab one of them, so let me go and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I had to go grab it because I've actually been using it, and it is this keychain that I got from a friend. She actually made it. She does macrame, and we were having a friend like yard swap. I don't know if that's the correct word, but it's like we all brought stuff that we were trying to get rid of, and we all just exchanged things, and it was so fun. And so she gave me a keychain and also 2 adorable little plant hangers. Now these can be used for like air plants, those tiny little succulent plants that are so cute. And I just loved how simple and like neutral these were, and they're adorable. Again, they're macrame, she made them. They're so fun. And I thought they were gonna be really cute somewhere in our new place. I'm really excited. But I had to show you guys this because I forgot to show you last podcast, and I was like, oh my gosh, no. I forgot. I need to show them. So I've been using this keychain on my keys, so I take it everywhere with me. It's been so fun. I love it. And that is all basically that I have had for acquisitions, but we'll move on to like plans and goals, which I guess might be a little bit short today because we have been so busy and we've been in the process of moving that I'm definitely not starting anything soon. We still have about 2 weeks before we are completely moved into our new place, but I do have some plans for the future, I guess, and I've definitely mentioned a lot of them. I really want to make a ranunculus. I have some yarn that I want to get rid of, and I think it would be good for a ranunculus, and I've never made one, and everybody else has, so I want to feel included. I want to join the party. And then I really want to make a road tripper tee and a mountain ringer tee. I believe that's the name. There are also a lot of crochet tops that I really want to make. I've seen so many, and I have lots of ideas and, again, goals, plans for the future, but I don't have any of the specific patterns yet. I have more been looking at inspiration or things I might want to make some changes to. I'm not sure yet, but lots of crochet things that I would like to get to. And as far as books, I really want to read The Secret History by Donna Tartt. I have the book, I just haven't started it yet. I was trying to finish the books I have already started so that I don't have too many ongoing stories. As soon as I can, I will get to that book. That one's like top of my list. Now we're moving on to life updates. What has been going on? And it's really, really exciting. We have bought a house. So we officially bought it. We have the keys. It's ours completely, which is crazy. I feel like it hasn't fully sunk in yet, and I don't know when it will, but we still have some time to move everything from our apartment and get everything over there. There's a little bit of overlap, which was great because that meant we didn't have to pack everything and move it all in one weekend or one day. So we're slowly moving stuff over as we pack it, which has been really good. It's much better than packing and moving all in one day. And that's also why you see some stuff missing or just different back here, is because that has been moved to our house. And I hope the audio isn't too echoey in here, but there is a lot of stuff missing from this room now, so it might be a little echoey, and if it is, I'm so sorry, but again, it's just part of the moving process. As soon as we get everything moved over, I will be making videos over there, so we're in a bit of a transition period for the next couple weeks, but it's been super fun, and I'm glad I still got to film a video today. So I'm feeling kind of accomplished. And of course, I'm really excited to like paint and decorate and really set up everything in the house, because we've never been able to paint where we live. We've always rented, and I am not one to paint and then repaint when we move, because we've moved pretty consistently every year since we've been married. So to paint twice a year seems exhausting. But now that we have a house, we can make any changes that we want to. And I think paint is probably going to be the first big change that we make, just because the walls are white. It's literally a blank canvas, which is super fun. I have lots of ideas, and I have a really cool idea for like the office studio space. Hobby room is what we're calling it, for all of my video making, knitting, crochet, poetry, all of that stuff is going in one room, kind of like our office. So I have a lot of ideas for that. I'm really excited. Maybe I'll show you some of my like inspiration photos. I've been going crazy on Pinterest, so lots of ideas for sure. Oh, and an update on our garden. I actually didn't even write this down, but I happened to think of it. We have a few tomatoes growing, and the okra is exploding. It's just so big already. Like the leaves are massive. They're like as big as the palm of my hand. It's wild. But our basil's doing really good. Our thyme is struggling a little bit, but I think we need to use some of it so that it encourages us to grow more. And then our mint is doing really well. Rosemary has a lot of new growth, and the sage is also doing really well, and I think we need to use some of it soon. So hopefully we will get all of those moved over to the house too. We have a really sunny backyard, which I'm excited for. But yes, hopefully they take to the new house, and I'm excited for next year's garden already. Even though this one just began, I'm excited for next year because we'll have so much more room to plant different things. And I can't wait. It's gonna be so fun. And other than all of that busyness, we also had my parents' birthdays. They have birthdays really close to each other, so we celebrated with them. We went to this really cool pizza place that is kind of like a Brazilian steakhouse crossed with a pizza place, where they like bring you slices of pizza on trays, and they're like, would you like this one? Would you like this one? And you can flip a card to tell them to keep coming or to stop coming. and it was delicious. It was so much fun. So that was also a highlight of the past few weeks. But I think that is pretty much it. I mean, that's a lot. It's been enough excitement. We're so ready to be done moving and packing and unpacking. So hopefully we can get it all done soon. But I better wrap this up. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all of you. I hope you have a great weekend, a great day, where whatever it is for you when you are watching this. But if you like this video, definitely like it, comment down below what you're working on. I would love to hear about it, and subscribe for more knitting and poetry content, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!